Hi everyone, welcome to today's English lesson. Right, today we're going to be looking at combining sentences. Combining just means joining, so we're just going to join sentences together. We're going to use different words though, so if you can see around this sheet, although, after, where, when, as soon as, etc. There's lots of because, so there's lots of words we can join sentences with. So today we're still going to work on the Pirate Cruncher. I'm hoping that if all has gone well, then you will have looked at the video of me reading the story to you. I know you had the book, but I hadn't read the story to you. So you know what happens at the end of the Pirate Cruncher is they think they're landing on an island, they jump off because they see the treasure on the island, and they jump off, apart from the fiddler, the monkey and the parrot who decide to stay on the ship. The rest jump off onto the island to get the treasure. No sooner are they on the island, when they go to reach for the treasure, this massive monster jaws swallow them up. Now, if you look at the monster jaws, it is huge, and they shoot off. They'd probably get swallowed whole, basically, straight down into the Cruncher's belly. So, and it reminds me of another story, Pinocchio, where Geppetto, his dad, was out to look for him on a little rowing boat, and a whale swallows him up whole, and he's in the whale's belly, sitting in his boat, and Pinocchio swims out and manages to get inside the whale to be reunited with him, and they build a fire inside the belly of the whale, and he eventually sneezes and they're shot out through his mouth onto dry land and together again, and they're fine after being in the whale. So it reminds me of that maybe Captain Bluebeard, and I know Mr Green's gone down this road, and that's certainly the way I'd take the story forward. Down there, what's happening in the belly of the beast? Are they all okay? What could be happening? So we're going to look at that kind of theory today, at what's happening in the monster's belly. So let's have a look at joining sentences. So combining sentences to learn how to join two main clauses together, basically. And main clauses are just sentences. So we're going to join two sentences together. However, we are not going to use and then. They are banned from today's lesson, and or then. No and no then. Because often you will get carried away with your story and you'll put and then, and then, and then, and then. And then, and there's no full stops, so don't use them. Try and find a word sometimes that just joins two sentences together to make that sentence longer and make sense and have information in it. So we'll have a look at using different words to join sentences together. The words we're going to use are just a selection of words that you can use. There's more out there as well. But just a bit of variety on here. We're not going to use all of them. We're going to pick and choose from them. It's nice to have a few to pick and choose from though. So we've got as soon as, while, when, whenever, before, after, immediately, once, although, because, so, where, even though. Now some of you have got to watch. So while is used when something else has happened. While the captain jumped up, the crew lay groaning and moaning. That is at the same time the captain's jumping up, the crew are doing something else. So it's saying while the captain's doing that, this is what they're doing. While Mrs Spary's showing the class, Willie is talking to his friend, that kind of thing. So just be careful when you use the words that they actually make sense. So it's only by trial and error sometimes, as well as turning your sentences round to see, well, will they look better another way. So don't be frightened to play with your words, okay? So first sentence today is they're inside the belly of the beast and the crunching stopped. Now that's a sentence. A deathly silence filled the air. That's another sentence. We're going to try and join these together using one of these words. Now you could put, when the crunching stopped, a deathly silence filled the air. Now could I turn my sentence round? A deathly silence filled the air when the crunching stopped. So I could use when. Let me see. I could use as well as soon as. So as soon as the crunching stopped, a deathly silence filled the air. So let's go for that. Just get my pen. So as soon as the crunching stopped, a deathly, but I'm not doing a capital letter because it's not a second sentence now, so watch your capitals, you don't need it for the second part. Deathly silence filled the air. Let's have a look at that. So as soon as the crunching stopped, a deathly silence filled the air. I haven't put it in the middle, I've put it at the beginning. Or I could change my sentence round to be in the middle. Hang on, so we could write this way, we'd change our sentence round, so a deathly silence filled the air as soon as, put a comma there, as soon as the crunching stopped. Okay, so as soon as the crunching stopped, a deathly silence filled the air. A deathly silence filled the air as soon as the crunching stopped. So you've got two ways you could write it, because it's not bad either way. You know, as soon as the crunching stopped, a deathly silence filled the air. A deathly silence filled the air as soon as the crunching stopped. So both ways, you know, when, I think that's better than using when the crunching stopped, a deathly silence filled the air. A deathly silence filled the air when the crunching stopped. I think as soon as is better, it fits better. It just makes the sentence a bit more smooth, a bit more flowing. So we can play with our sentences, turn them round using a joining word from the side here. We can join two sentences together. Okay, so we're going to have a look at another one before it'll be over to you. So let's have a look at the next one. Okay, Purple Beard quickly jumped up onto his feet. That's one sentence. He had gashed his legs. That's your second sentence. Okay, as soon as Purple Beard quickly jumped up onto his feet, he had gashed his legs. Nah. As doesn't work. While Purple Beard jumped up onto his feet, he had gashed his leg. No, it doesn't say immediately. No, that doesn't fit. I am going to look at this word, however. Let me see if I can get it on my pen. Even though. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to start with even though and try it then. Even though he had gashed his leg. Come on. Purple Beard. Still need a capital because it's his name, Purple Beard. So capital letter for names. Beard. Quickly jumped up onto his feet. Okay, even though he had gashed his leg, Purplebeard quickly jumped up onto his feet. Now, could I put it another way? That's fine, even though. So even though he had gashed his leg, Purplebeard quickly jumped up onto his feet. So we could start it with Purplebeard though. Purplebeard. So Purplebeard quickly jumped up onto his feet, even though he had gashed his leg. Okay, so even though he had gashed his leg, Purplebeard quickly jumped up onto his feet. Purplebeard quickly jumped up onto his feet, even though he had gashed his leg. So both ways make sense. It depends how you want to put them at the beginning or actually in the middle, to joining them in the middle, or actually just add it on. You can add it at the beginning, you could add it at the end. It doesn't matter as long as you join the sentences using a word, not just and then. That's not, they're two words and they go and then, and then, and then. It's just boring as well. So anyway, we've looked at 4 sentences, but they're really just one sentence because we're putting 2 sentences together to make one. So when you see this, don't panic because it's not 12 sentences I'm asking you to do. It is 6 really. So we're going to show you this sheet with a few suggestions. Now, I want to see you join sentences. I'm not about mixing the sentences up and seeing if you can sort them out into 2 sentences that make sense. That is not the idea of this at all. I want you to be able to do this, and the thing to do today is to join 2 sentences together. So I've got 12 sentences, but altogether it makes 6 sentences because you're joining 2 of these sentences together. Now we did the first one here. So we did one, let me get my pen again, just doesn't seem to want to work all the time. So I've got 1 and 2 I put together. We've already done that together. Now 3 and 4, do they go together? The captain bellowed at his crew, they rolled around moaning and groaning. So you could put the captain bellowed at his crew. So actually we could use this one. While they rolled around moaning and groaning. So the captain bellowed at his crew while they rolled around moaning and groaning. They rolled around moaning and groaning while the captain bellowed at his crew. I don't like it that way. You've got to watch because it doesn't make sense sometimes. So while the captain bellowed at his crew, they rolled around moaning and groaning. The captain bellowed at his crew while they rolled around moaning and groaning. That's a good way. So there is 2 ways of doing it, at the front or in the middle. So that's your 3 and 4 done together. Okay, then you've got Purplebeard barked out his orders. The crew lit a fire using wood from their wrecked ship. Okay, the crew lit a fire using wood from their wrecked ship. So, Purplebeard barked out his orders. So the crew lit a fire using wood from their wrecked ship. Or you could put, as soon as Purplebeard barked out his orders, the crew lit a fire using wood from the wrecked ship. I think that sounds better. Or immediately, Purplebeard barked out his orders, the crew lit a fire using wood from their wrecked ship. That would work. So you could try different ones. So that would take care of 5 and 6. And then you've got the motley crew flinched. The belly of the beast rumbled. So you could put when the belly of the beast rumbled. So you could use when there, When the belly of the beast rumbled, the motley crew flinched. That would work. The belly of the beast rumbled. Immediately the belly. No, that doesn't. I don't like that. While the belly of the beast rumbled, the motley crew flinched. Try different ones. So that would take care of 7 and 8. So this is one sentence all together joined, and then you got 2 sentences, and 3, and 4, and then the captain yelled in delight. He spied what appeared to be a glint of gold from afar. The captain yelled in delight. When he spied, I don't know. Anyway, have a look. I'm not going to do them. Have a look yourself. I'd probably put these 2 together. You don't have to though. Have a look. See what's going. Can you think of a different sentence of your own? But I'm trying to go through what's happening as they're in the tummy, because then when we do some writing, proper writing, you can sort of follow a sequence of what happens. So he's quickly jumping up onto his feet once he's in the belly of the beast. He's bellowing at his crew because they're rolling around moaning and groaning. So he barks his orders at them, and the belly of the beast rumbling, and then the captain spies what appears to be a glint of gold from afar. Gosh, still in the belly of the beast, and they are they're still wondering about the gold. So they were trembling with fear. The crew made their way along the dark, dank, narrow passage. Although they were trembling with fear, they made their way. The crew made their way. Have a look. I'm just giving you little looks. I don't want you, but I'll put them in a kind of order because I think, I don't want to mix them up, because it's not about mixing up sentences and for you to find which go with which. It's about joining 2 sentences together and finding the right word, joining word for that. Having it at the beginning, maybe having it at the middle. Turn your sentences round. Use your second sentence first. Be careful with your capital letters at the beginning of a sentence, at the end. But if it is a name, Purplebeard, he still needs a capital letter, no matter whether he's in the middle of the sentence or not. I will post this separately for you. And hopefully my video will have worked with me reading the story. I won't be on a boat or anything, which I can't do any of that on YouTube. So you'll just have to have me reading it. So good luck with this, and send them back. Really watch your handwriting. Every time I do a piece of writing, can you please try and do your best handwriting? I know you can. And good luck with this, and I can't wait to read them. Bye for now. Bye.